I don't have steady hands, my apologies.
Okay, we are all obviously UCF students here. I'm going to start off with a question for you guys. If I asked you to describe to me what someone who's depressed or anxious looks like, what would you say? Just anything. Shout them out at me.
Normal.
Normal, okay. Anybody else think of maybe like a stereotype then? Normal's a good answer.
Sweaters.
Sweaters. Sweaters, good. What would they do? What would a depressed person do maybe?
Mope.
They'd mope. I like you, you're answering all the questions. Two brave ones. Okay, yeah, so you said normal, you said sweaters and mope. I do like sweaters, and I do like moping. Hopefully I look normal. I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety for the past 6 years. I've actually been in therapy since I was 6 years old for various reasons. Hopefully I haven't been depressed since I was 6 years old. You know, you kind of hope for that sort of thing. And I have been to 2 colleges. I actually transferred to UCF in the fall from a small 800-person liberal arts college. And at every school I have ever been at, whether it's public elementary school, my middle school, my high school, or my 2 colleges, I have always utilized their counseling services. Always. At UCF, we are very lucky. We have CAPS, Counseling and Psychological Services, which is a free service for all UCF students. It's not just counseling, fun fact. Maybe you don't care about therapy. Maybe you don't want therapy. Maybe you don't think therapy is for you, but they offer more than that. Unfortunately, for the people that they do offer therapy for, 59.6% of their clients have anxiety as a top concern as diagnosed by their clinician. That's from their 2015-2016 academic year report. That's not even this year, that was last year. 48.7% of people that go in there are diagnosed with depression. That's a really high number because CAPS serves almost 4,000 students at UCF. So almost 2,000 people suffer from depression. Over 2,000 people at this school suffer from anxiety. You probably know a lot of them if you aren't one of them. So here today we're going to talk to you about why maybe you don't want to go to CAPS, but why it might be helpful, what CAPS has to offer, and if you think that what CAPS has to offer isn't for you, what services they can offer instead.
All right, so people, when they come to an idea that they might have to go to CAPS, they automatically think of why shouldn't I go to this place? People might think I'm crazy. What if people start judging me? What if people automatically stereotype me? What if my problems aren't big enough? What if there are so many people out there who are going through so many hard things? What if my problems aren't enough for me to go to this place? Well, that's not necessarily true. All problems are valid, and if you feel like you need to go to CAPS, then you should. I mean, who cares about stereotypes? People are going to think what they're going to think. It shouldn't affect you. And there are so many great benefits to CAPS, so many things that they can help you with. It's a safe place to talk. It's somewhere you can go and you can get out your feelings. You can actually feel safe with them. And they give you advice on how to cope, how to get through what you're going through. And they give you ways to deal with. And they give you different types of counseling that you can go to.
The National Alliance on Mental Illness conducted a survey in 2012 called College Students Speak. 765 students responded with their thoughts on living with mental illness. It was revealed in that survey that 64% of students, of those who responded, no longer attend college due to having that mental illness. 50% of those people who had the mental illness and responded did not access support. CAPS offers 4 types of counseling. There's individual, which is one-on-one time with a counselor. There's group, which is where you can explore common issues in a room full of other people, so it's not just you and the counselor. There are couples counseling or conjoint counseling, where it doesn't just have to be couples. It can be roommates, friends, partners for class projects. It can be anybody. And they also offer crisis intervention counseling for times of crisis, obviously. CAPS also offers life coaching where you can work on an area of your life that you want to enhance. And they also offer TAO, or the Therapist Assisted Online part of the project. So TAO is a 7-week interactive web-based program, and it's used to help students overcome their anxiety within that span. But CAPS offers more than just those few types of counseling.
Yeah, so if you don't want to go into those counseling places like in the physical CAPS building, then they provide things such as external references and non-therapy options. So an interesting statistic is that 75% of people who suffer from mental issues or things like we're talking about, they don't feel like they want to go and seek help. So a lot of people would fall into this category where they don't want to use some of the programs that she was just talking about. So CAPS realizes this, and one thing they do is they have external references, like you can go off campus to places. Somebody might use this, if they're graduating from UCF, and obviously they can't be here anymore, or if they just don't want to go to CAPS. Another thing is non-therapy related help. So they have something called resources for coping. So on their website you can go and they've got PDFs of how to get through certain situations. For example, they have one called Not Alone. So how to get through sexual assault situations, dating violence, etc. Another one, When Terrible Things Happen, just general terrible events. So yeah. Another, and more lighthearted, they've got recommended apps you can use, like Evernote, so if you're falling behind in class, you can keep up, or Mood Tracker. But my personal favorite is they have a dog named Bodhi, who's like a little tiny white dog that runs around, and I don't know, I guess he makes people feel pretty good, so yeah, and you can follow him on Instagram as well, so yeah.
Alright, what we'd like everyone to take away from this is how beneficial CAPS is here at UCF. With the high percentage rates of mental illness, it is crucial that everyone take advantage of these services. The benefits from these services could save lives and could increase the morals of your friends. The services offered at CAPS vary to fit busy student life here at UCF, such as online counseling. But even if you feel that CAPS isn't for you, they offer several external sources off campus that could help. One of the most important actions we can take as college students is to have a better understanding of mental health and to seek help for ourselves and for our friends. And the best way to start is at CAPS. Thanks.